Hi everyone, we are Curious Life and we live with neurodiversity. And we are trying to live well with our various challenges and difficulties. And we want to share all of these things that we learn with you too. So keep watching to find out who we are and exactly what we're dealing with.
Well, I'm Blaise and I have autism, as well as a whole bunch of other conditions and diagnoses. I'm a systems safety engineer. You know, the annoying person that runs around with the hard hat and the high vis with the clipboard, that goes around advising people on how hazardous something is and what they can do to improve their design to be safer. Everyone's favourite person.
Hey, you can be my favourite person.
In addition, fun fact about me, I never leave the house without a hat.
And I'm Marrissa. I am waiting for tests for both autism and ADHD to go along with anxiety and other related problems. I'm also a psychology student and I absolutely love studying why we are the way we are and, why we do the things we do. And finally, I'm the reason that the fridge and freezer are not allowed to live in the house.
I guess we should admit how we got to this point with these diagnoses. I'll go first. When I was about 30, someone suggested to me that I might have autism. I did a whole bunch of research into it and kind of felt a kindred spirit with the diagnoses. It explained pretty much everything. It explained a lot of my weaknesses, especially my communication style. And that is something I have worked on a lot in the last few years. So I took my reams of research to the doctor, popped that down, and went, I think I might have autism. And they looked at the paper, looked at me and went, we'll refer you. After the waiting period, which is not an insignificant amount of time around here, and a bunch of tests, I was officially confirmed as being on the autism spectrum. Since then, I've spent quite a few years working on myself, developing my skills, working out how best to take advantage of my strengths and support my weaknesses, and then working on how best to get reasonable adjustments and make the world around me work for me where I can. I've been really working, as I mentioned before, on particularly my communication style. And what's really interesting is I've gone from the person with no friends who could barely communicate and no one wanted to hang out with, to the person that people go to for advice and guidance and coaching and mentoring. It's wild.
And it is kind of funny considering what your social skills were like when we first met.
I have come a long way. I really have. But what about you, Marrissa?
I realised I was quite a bit different, much younger than you did, I think. But I didn't really have any idea why or what would cause such a thing. I just felt different. And it wasn't until I met you and other friends, most of who happened to also be neurodiverse, that I realised I'd found the place that I actually finally fitted in. And if everyone I got along with was neurodiverse, then maybe, just maybe, I might be too.
We have noticed that people with neurodiversity tend to pull together. And yes, after all of us telling you, perhaps multiple times, that maybe you should get tested to see if you have them, you finally came round to the idea.
Yeah, I listened eventually. And since then, we both helped each other to learn more about ourselves and how to live as good a life as we can with the resources and abilities we do have.
So this is why we're here on YouTube. Yay! We want to share our journey and hopefully help other people feel supported, seen, and share some of the things that have worked for us.
Yeah, and we do love making content too, so that's a bonus. And if you want to find out more about how we figured out how to live well with neurodiversity, subscribe. There'll be loads more videos.
But there in the meantime, stay curious. Bye.